with us now is Hangman Adam Page. The first question will be from Alex McCarthy of TalkSport. Alex, when you're ready.
Adam, man, congratulations on a great match tonight and a very fun angle that you've been having with Matt Hardy, Dark Order. It was really entertaining stuff. I just want to get your thoughts on working with Matt Hardy, basically, you know, a legend of the industry like that coming over to AEW. This feels like a real home run that you two had together.
Yeah, you know, and I guess it kind of came out of left field for me. But yeah, I mean, I've known Matt obviously since I was a kid watching wrestling on TV. You know, he was, him and Jeff were legitimately my favorites. You know, being from North Carolina, you know, their dad was a tobacco farmer. I remember reading their book and it just felt so much like my life. And, you know, I got to meet him years and years ago. He's obviously a different person now, or maybe more willing to show it. But to get to have this pay-per-view match with him and see that he can, you know, for as long as he's been in the game, still go just as hard as anybody else. Felt good, yeah.
Thanks. Up next is Stephanie Francombe of Steelchair, followed by Stu Merrick of KTXX-FM.
Ooh, a lot of letters.
Stephanie, you're muted.
You got hit
Hi,
that.
Adam.
Oh, hello.
Good morning. Good morning, Adam. For me, it's good morning, but well. I just wanted to have, you had a fantastic match against Matt Hardy, absolutely. No doubt about it. But as we all noticed, there's new kids on the block with Ethan Page, for example, totally unrelated, as we know, and also the arrival of the Big Show and Christian Cage. What do you expect? Do you expect working with them in the future?
Yeah, you know, Paul and Christian obviously, you know, bring years and years and decades of, you know, tenure here. So I think there's a lot that they can teach guys around here. So, I mean, I think that's great. Ethan Page is a piece of shit for having my last name. I'm just kidding. We're cousins. So we meet at Dallas's for family reunion. So it should be good. Excited to see what he brings to the table. He's in great shape, too. He got in tremendous shape. Incredible. So hats off to him, I guess.
Next up is Stu Merrick of KTXX-FM, followed by Scott Fishman of TV Insider.
Stu, you're muted.
You're muted, Stu. You're just like the real Stu.
Adam, congratulations. Big win tonight. Good evening.
Thank you. God bless you.
It's been, you've shown a lot of chemistry with Dark Order through being the Elite and on Dynamite and on Dark. How much fun are you having, you know, working with those guys, coming up with different ideas for, you know, to carry this story on?
I'm having the most fun I've had in a long time, honestly. Long time. It feels very new and very different, but yet very familiar in some ways. But I'm having a great time. All of those guys have so many great ideas and stuff, man, and it's just so good to get to work with those guys. I think they're people who, you know, I think were maybe undervalued, underappreciated a lot, you know, from the offset here in AEW and even before. But they used, you know, just like me, they used every bit of creativity and passion and determination and wit to, you know, find themselves a channel to kind of get, you know, their personalities out there. And, you know, that hard work has paid off a lot. And I'm having a really good time working with those guys.
All right, the next question is from Scott Fishman of TV Insider, and then John Powell will be after him.
So after Bertie Lee passed away, you know, it's a huge hit in the locker room. I'm just curious, just talk about just the experience of getting through something like that. Do you feel like you guys are closer, you know, you have this close bond? You have to deal with that and everything going on with the pandemic and getting through that. Just talk about kind of how this locker room has really pulled together the last couple of months, especially.
Yeah, it's incredibly difficult knowing, the situation from the get-go, and for weeks and weeks and weeks, hoping for some news, and ultimately losing Brodie. I didn't personally know him that well, and I won't claim to, but my heart goes out to, man, just glad everybody else in this locker room who did, and people, elsewhere who obviously spent years and years with him. He was a tremendous person, and the show goes on. We come here on that Wednesday to pay tribute to him. I don't know if he even necessarily had what you would think of as a funeral. I think he had a celebration, and I was tremendously honored to be a part of that, because I don't feel like I deserved it. There's so many more people who deserved to pay tribute to him that just didn't get to, and I did. So I'm eternally grateful for that.
Next up is John Powell, and then our last question will be Izzy of the Hot Tag with Izzy.
Hey, Adam, thanks for taking the time to talk to us tonight.
What's up?
Great match tonight. I'm wondering what you're going to do with all that money from Matt Hardy, and where does the angle go from here, especially with Private Party getting involved?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked about the money, because that was my winnings tonight. And I recently just got the figures. It's about what I expected. Honestly, I'm going to take a little bit of it and just pay a little bit on the mortgage. I'm going to take a little bit. I've been in the market for, I don't know if you know, for a new lawnmower for quite a while. I've got a little electric one. I think it's the batteries, honestly, are just going bad, but it's just not enough. So I got my eye on a snapper. I'm going to save a little bit for that. But honestly, coming here to Jacksonville, and you go up and down the street, and you see people camping on the side of the street, and with the way this year has been, kids out of school, people out of work, man, I don't need the money. Just give it to somebody who needs it. Honestly, I don't need it. I don't think I want it, to be honest. And I think it give me something else to keep fighting for.
Thanks, Adam. Up next is Izzy of the Hot Tag with Izzy. Whenever you're ready.
Hey there, can you hear me?
I think so, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. So
good.
first off, congratulations on your huge victory. And with the Dark Order helping you at the end of that match, does it make it official? Will you be joining the Dark Order? Because personally, I kind of want to see that.
No. I think we've come to a mutual understanding, man. I did the group thing with Matt and Nick and Kenny, and it didn't work out well for me, and I just don't want that for myself again. I don't want that for them again. But I don't have to be a member of the Dark Order to have their back, and obviously tonight you saw that I don't have to be a member of the Dark Order for them to have my back, quite literally. So I think maybe this is the way things are supposed to be.